Hey, good morning, Vail. It's Mark Masters. It's a great day to be out in Vail. Beautiful leaves. Welcome to Vail Valley Live.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do
lots to see.
Every morning.
every morning.
Every morning,
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
it's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now. Hey everyone, and good morning. It is Ty Diaz with Vail Valley Live, our location broadcasting live from 1300 West Haven Drive at Vail, the home of the Grand Hyatt. And not too long, you'll be enjoying this property for one of many reasons, and that's to take advantage of the chairlifts right off of this property onto Vail Mountain, Chair 20, the Cascade Chair. And if you haven't made it outside this morning, as long as we're thinking about, accessing chairlifts, you can see snow in some areas. And I'm not sure if, you know what, Rachel, did you see the snow this morning on the way in, or was it too dark for you?
I want to see it on some of our live cams at the roads. You want to check?
Oh, let's take a look and see how things are looking for October 1st. Various parts of your trek this morning. You can find snow evident this morning for your morning commute and drive. Now, paying attention to these winter-like conditions in areas, also noticing the digital boards for your commute, letting you know, or inquiring with you, have you checked your tires? Winter is coming. It is here. Yesterday evening, I had the opportunity to speak with some people over dinner, and they were talking with friends in Leadville. It was coming down up there, and that puts us at about 7 and 8 o'clock at the Leadville, 10,250 feet above sea level. And so we are definitely in that phase of the season. But moisture is where we are in the point of our season around here. But today on Vail Valley Live, a lot to share with you. We'll be giving you a look at where you can enjoy some delicious pastries. We'll also be talking with you about the Gyptoberfest that's going on and also events that are happening down in Minturn and to get you there. But first, let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings, and start saving as soon as you start shopping, 10%. I'm sure the clerks still will remind you whenever I've gone shopping there. They've been very kind enough to let me know that I've already saved 10%. I'm like, oh yeah? So then I'll walk back over there, look for that sales rack, start grabbing some more things on there. Not even in my size usually. But taking advantage of the savings and deals. Here I am thinking $50, 2 or 3 things, $150, 12 things, and then you start calling some friends asking who can wear a size medium, because not this guy. So for temperatures today and for the sky conditions at Vail, we see some blue skies more east, more west of us, picking up that moisture. Low clouds throughout Avon and the I-70 corridor as the approach into Dow Junction. The 30s in Fields, the low 30s right now. Mark Masters is outside. He'll let us know what it looks like. High temperatures today in that moisture, the upper 90+% these next 3 days. The 50s right there overnight. Low temperatures in the 30s. You can feel that chill and or that cold snap. Again, that weather is brought to you by the outlets of Silverthorne. Let's check in with Mark Masters. It's been a while, Mark, since we've spoken or even talked to each other last, but now you're outside in the elements. How are you? How's the weather?
I'm great, Ty. Good to see you. It's beautiful, crisp morning. You were talking about the snow on the drive around town. I'm looking out at some beautiful yellow trees, a mixture of yellow and green, and some ski trails with some snow dusting, let's call it.
Yeah.
It's not on the mountain, the ski mountain, there's not a ton of snow, but if you look down valley as you're on I-70, there's some significant snow up in the peaks.
Now,
It's
you've
pretty
been
neat.
traveling. You weren't here these last few days. So kind of stepping into this feeling, this vibe, are you surprised to return from your travels and see this?
Well, I got into Vail yesterday, and I didn't see any snow yesterday. Maybe I missed it. But when I woke up this morning, I was definitely surprised, pleasantly surprised. I was thrilled. Now look at that, little white caps out in the distance. Very exciting to see snow. It's just a way to tell that the seasons are changing.
You could turn into a little bit of a panic if you're saying, okay, it's cold out there. I don't know where my winter belongings are. Where's that jacket? Where are my stuff? Oh, man, I have to get over to storage and start rummaging through there and pulling out not necessarily all of winter yet, but those stages before winter, the fall, or just do some shopping at the outlets of Silverthorne and get some things. But the hoodie like you're wearing and that light jacket over there to kind of deflect moisture for the potential of the weather that we have this weekend, that moisture that's around. And still wearing shorts, but wearing long socks and hiking boots to get into leaf peeping. Now, when it comes to leaf peeping, Mark, with you, your friends, people you know, is that a thing?
Yeah, I don't really like that term, leaf peeping.
Why not?
It sounds a little bit too much like peeping Tom for my taste. I like, I like to enjoy fall. I like to see,
leaf peeping Tom.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be a leaf peeping Tom. You want
that
to
would
just,
be like a Where's Waldo character. I can kind of see what that character looks like out there just spying on leaves.
But there's nothing better than taking a hike and feeling the crunch of those leaves underneath you. And just, it's so pretty. When you look up at the blue sky and there's just a sea of yellow gold leaves above you, it's so pretty and it's so beautiful. And what an unusual year this year, how late in the season we got the changing of the leaves. I mean, there's still plenty of green aspens you can see around, and it's October. That's pretty unusual.
Many of our guests has made their way here just in time for leaf peeping season, taking advantage of the scenic gondola ride at Beaver Creek if they could to catch those colors. But now Beaver Creek is closed for the season until November 23rd when they reopen for the season as far as chairlift rides. But you have to access these trails on your own on Beaver Creek Mountain. Now, Vail last weekend to take those scenic chairlift rides, gondola rides out there to catch the leaves and to get into these trails and to see these leaves. But still, a lot of people are ambitious to kind of hike up and take after it on their own and take that ride down. But after Sunday, that's that. But as far as leaf peeping is concerned, it continues because we are certainly, like you're saying, at a later point in the season for this to start, and it's a later point of its finish or its conclude. I'm excited to get out there and check out some of these leaves. Thank you very much.
Ty, do you have some favorite trails you like to hike around to check out the leaves, or some favorite vantage points around the valley?
At Beaver Creek, I normally take like that really common village loop that kind of drops you right into those aspens just to the west of Centennial. And that's where all those golden colors are. It's part of the Overlook Trail. As that trail ends, there's a nice sweet spot, like you were saying, where all the leaves are golden and all around you. And some years ago, maybe 10 years ago, actually, I was in there. Maybe not 10 years ago. Okay, I'm not going to do that, though. And my buddy Travis and I were in there. The winds came through, and then all these gold medallions and coins fell all around you, and you were definitely caught up in some kind of magical moment and fairy tale. And that's a moment to try to capture again. I have yet to capture that experience again in that same place, but that's a place to remember. So the answer is yes, Beaver Creek Mountain, the little village trail that's a part of the Overlook Trail, but closer to the bottom inside of the aspens.
Awesome. That sounds like a Super Mario Brothers montage right there. Ding,
Hey.
ding, ding. Just
Hey.
catching the coins.
Super Mario Brothers leaf peeping Toms. Yeah, all right, very good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. We're going to check back in with Mark here shortly. What we're going to do is take a break, come back, let you know what made headlines, and then see what things are doing around town.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
Was that not a wonderful experience? Do you want to see it again? Keep watching the show. That was the time lapse of the last 24 hours, bringing you to the point of where did the snow come from? How did it get here? And if you notice, when the screen went dark, that's when all those little sparkles across the screen were happening. Yeah, no need to slap the side of the TV. Nothing was wrong with that. That was the snow on delivery. Then as the sun's coming up, the mountaintops. And was that Northwoods?
Yeah, this is Northwoods and Sunup Bowl.
The Northwoods and Sunup Bowl time lapse. The clouds are rolling in. They're getting nice and low. Temperatures are dropping. You're even noticing subtle changes even in the leaf colorings in the background and everything throughout the day. The sun's shining. Boom! That's what they say right there. That's when they hit you with that. Here's the sparkly parts of the snow. That's pure magic. Anybody have a really nice sleep because of this? I'm glad that you did. And then you wake up and you find this. And for those on a morning commute, that's what they're finding as well in various views around Colorado. We love just saying Colorado. Thank you very much, Rachel, for sharing that with everyone. All right, so I feel good. Do you feel good? Let's see what made headlines in today's newspaper. A soaker, Eagle Valley's Julius, runs the ball for a touchdown against Battle Mountain Friday in Gypsum. The game was wet. It was a wet one with steady rain. Yeah, have you played football? It's known for that kind of weather to come through. And our second topic on page A3, empty steins fill trails, Alliance coffers. This is an interesting story. Oktoberfest attendance doubled this year compared to the 2021 events. Now that I can imagine. I did see a lot of people there. We are definitely stepping into what is our second or third installment post, not just for Oktoberfest, but post-pandemic, where we're getting back to normalcy, and that means more people getting aside to Oktoberfest. And our third topic, local and regional, the gathering of legends. Vail Board of Realtors puts longtime brokers in the spotlight. Looks like this event took place at the Donovan Pavilion. A number of local real estate brokers gathered on the 27th of September, yes, at Donovan, to hear stories and insights of the 5 legends of the Vail Valley real estate. And to find that story, you can check out page A2 in local and regional. In our fourth topic, sports and outdoors, Spencer plans to pedal around the world. During Spencer's summer following the UCI's 3 Grand Tour, he encountered beautiful roads, passionate fans, and a variety of weather, but he said that he was riding the right bike for the right situation. That topic's found on A21 in Sports and Outdoors to follow along. And in the arts and entertainment, the best of Oktoberfest and Halloween. Some really good suggestions right here. Gyptober Fall Fest offers adult and family-friendly activities. And that event is happening today, actually. We'll be telling you more about that. But as you can see, some of these photos, the kids are already having a good time. The pumpkins are out. The stage is set. And Trunk or Treat, a collaboration of Oktoberfest and Halloween, is this Gyptober Fall Fest. And again, that is going on today down in Gypsum. And those are some of the topics that made headlines in today's newspaper. Are you driving anywhere today? Maybe you're just going to take advantage of that appointment window to get tires, snow tires, winter tires for your car. For those that are on that trek this morning, they're finding and encountering some amazing views. As you can see, Vail Pass, that lower left, snow, shoulder, and median. Wet roads also for that trek this morning, icy in spots just because of the type of season. The wear and tear in your vehicles, maybe you want to slow it down out there. We're not talking so much hydroplaning over water, where now we have those colder temperatures, and your tires are certainly have that summer wear and tear on it. East Vail, still picking up those fall colors for that trek, and then it changes to that Vail Pass view that you're seeing, the upper to the lower. Dow Junction, slow it down through those S turns. But as you can see, some movement are going on, and that Eisenhower Tunnel camera is certainly wrong. All right, and that's how your morning commute is looking right now. We're going to head out to Mark Masters. He's over at Vail. And so are you getting closer to the trails? Going to show us what the dusting looks like on the slopes in there?
Yeah, you can see a little bit of the snow in the background and some people wandering around the village and some beautiful leaves I'm right near the covered bridge. I'm sure you recognize.
Oh, I do.
Where I am, Ty.
So I was asking Rachel, we were kind of like laughing when we went to commercial, the leaf peeping and the peeping Tom, like with the origin, like when did both of these phrases become coined? Couldn't find when, but the next question is, if we were to replace leaf peeping with a new name, what would we call it then? To get rid of leaf peeping, because it sounds weird.
You wouldn't want anything like leaf spying. You'd want leaf enjoying. Leaf
enjoying. Is that catchy?
No, we need an alliteration, like leaf. What's a synonym for leaf? Maybe tree.
Take as much time as you need
Aspen.
there.
Aspen angling.
Okay.
Aspen admiring. How about aspen admiring?
Is that catchy? Would that make like #1 on the pop charts if it was the name of a song? Would that be the
I'm
hook
not
in a pop song? All right, leaf peeping it is. And so it's time to get out there and enjoy a little bit of that. And when it comes to getting out and doing some leaf peeping, now you can do that on foot. But Trisha said doing some scenic drives. And I am a fan of the one that brings you through Highway 6 through 24 out up towards Red Cliff, spying those colors, and then Camp Hale into Leadville, and just turning around and stopping and just taking all that in. That's a colorful drive for leaf peeping.
Beautiful. What a great drive. Beautiful old bridge over there. That's so cool. And those old mining towns you can see off
Gilman
to
right
the
there.
sides. Yeah.
So do you do drives for leaf peeping? Do you get out with a crew? Do you make plans, and take a lot of pictures?
I'm more of a on my foot leaf peeper.
Okay.
I guess we're adopting that phrase. Obviously there is driving involved around the valley, but I would like to drive to a trailhead, like maybe in East Vail by the Vail Pass. There's Deluge Lake Trail, which is just stunning this time of year. A little bit of a secret. Don't everybody rush there at once, but really pretty place to hike and get off the pavement. And like I said earlier, feel the crunch of those leaves underneath you as you admire them up above.
Yes. Now, as we are talking about mining towns and checking out things, how much time do you spend in Minturn? How often do you make it down there? Because they have the Hometown Throwdown going on. That's
the Hometown Throwdown today. 3 stages. One of them at one of my favorite barbecue places in the world, Kirby Cosmos. It's going to be a great time in Minturn this weekend. Some great leaf peeping down there as well. Go up Meadow Mountain. But we can talk about that in a minute. Yeah, the Minturn Hometown Throwdown is this weekend. A lot of live entertainment at the Little Beach, at the Kirby Cosmos has a stage, and I forget where the 3rd stage is. Remind me, Ty. It's at the bottom of that poster.
All right, yeah. So that it looks like a really good time, and like you're sharing with us. And if you want to take maybe one step back from the camera, Rachel is saying, just for a better frame up. There you are. And so again, this event now, are tickets required for this, or is this free? How does this work? I'm kind of spying through this detail right here.
I'm not sure. I think it might be free.
Did we? All right. So what we're gonna take a break, have Mark refresh his equipment, and we'll get back to this topic.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Stedman Clinic and Stedman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
At FootJoy, we have this theory. For something to be truly innovative, to be truly groundbreaking, it has to be unexpected. Full of raw potential, not marginally better than what already exists. It has to be so impressive that no one else can compete. Yeah, we like that theory. We use it to push ourselves, to push our game, so that you can keep pushing yours.
We built the Redfin app to help you win. Get alerts on your phone every time a new home hits the market. Then schedule a tour when it works for you, even the same day. Want to win? Choose Redfin.
Oh man, I can't get enough of those views right there. How about yourself? And you can continue to share that views with people after the show is done, when this whole show is populated on YouTube, and then you could begin the subscription and the sharing of Vail Valley Live. Gonna go back down to Mark right now, and we were talking about the hometown Throwdown. All shows are free. They're saying it's an all-day music event. They're talking about a 3-stage location, and now you could just like mix and match where your food and beverage come from, and just kind of wander around town with a beverage, a drink, catching live music. That sounds like a lot of fun. Just kind of picking up something, catching a show, just aimlessly walking around town.
What a great way to experience Minturn.
I love
See
Minturn
some different,
for that.
Get out to some nature, get into downtown. It's going to be really fun. Kirby's has that cool little stage right as you walk in. Get some delicious barbecue, enjoy some live music. And like
what I like
saying
about
earlier,
Minturn is that it is a town, the kind of town, if you're from an old town or from like the city and an old world neighborhood, that there are actual sidewalks that you can walk on past homes, and just that the historical feel of a town that a lot of kids are familiar with and reminiscent of, you could find in Minturn. Now, the 3-stage locations that they're talking about, you mentioned Kirby Cosmos right there in the middle of the 3 venue locations. Little Beach Park is one, and that's been a popular location all summer long for live music and the circus with Heather Hotard and her crew and friends right near the Minturn Bike Park. The other location for free shows and music today is the Agora stage, and that is closer to the beginning entry of Minturn from the Highway 6 vantage point, turning into Highway 24, this kind of a community park area. And have you been to the Agora? And if so, how would you describe that so people can kind of get it?
I'm not super familiar with Agora. I could talk all day about Little Beach and Kirby Cosmos, but no, that's the 3rd stage that I couldn't remember because I'm not sure I've been there.
So the Agora is near that crosswalk right by Magusto's and the Minturn Country Club, next door to the old Sticky Fingers that's now known as Sunrise Sunset. There's a bed and breakfast home, but a lot next to it separating the 2 properties, and that's the new Agora property that live music can happen. People can, again, just walk around Minturn. Here you go. Look at this. Look at this. Reminds me of like a modern day Romeo and Juliet set from like when Leonardo DiCaprio kind of played it, and it took place on Venice Beach. It's kind of colorful and stacked and built, very eclectic. And when you're there, that whole vibe is there waiting for you. There's, outdoor activities and games, a graveled lawn area, pet friendly. There are a lot of antiques on the property that originated from the property, from the family and a little girl that used to live there originally in that house. And they do vegan pizza in the old milk and ice shed in that back right corner. That's the Agora. So walking around town, grab food from any shop and go over there and just dine. And not limited to this weekend, but anytime.
That is awesome. What a great description, and what quality work by our producer getting that image up there so quickly. That was just crack job here at the Vail Valley Live. I'm impressed.
It is a fantastic, fantastic spot to check out. And that's what's going on in Minturn. Now, let's take a look at upcoming events. On our list, we have the cookie competition in Beaver Creek. Have you ever feasted on those before? And have you ever been a judge?
Absolutely. Ty, are you kidding? That's one of my favorite events all year round in the Vail Valley. I love it. Get those little coins, and you were talking about coins before. It's just a theme today, and you go drop them in the bucket of the cookie you love the most, and they're the long lines, and everybody just on their sugar high, having a great time. What a cool activity that is. Circle it in your calendar for sure.
Yeah, so they're calling for bakers, they're calling for pastry chefs, they're calling for cookie lovers to enter into this competition, and the cost is free. They want you to deliver about 1,000 cookies for this competition. And it looks like the due date is within the range of October 18th through the 21st. You can find out more by logging on to beavercreek.com. Oh, yeah. I've definitely had my share of these cookies. I'm a fan. I told Trisha this a few weeks ago on the show. Some years ago, a young girl made her cookie entry with Kahlua And those cookies were delicious. But everyone brings their own flavor of a cookie. It could be chocolate chip or some kind of spin on a cookie ingredient, gluten-free and vegan and whatever their take would be on a cookie. But ultimately, when it comes down to whoever wins the cookie competition, then, of course, you receive your prize. But the cookie that goes out available for the consumer would be the traditional cookie that Beaver Creek traditionally offers right there. But it's always a fun one. What do you know about the Vail ski and snowboard swap?
Well, it's a great way to get some of that gear you were talking about earlier. Now that it's getting a little chilly, maybe you want a little extra warmth when you're out on these hikes, or if you're getting excited about ski season, trade in some of your old equipment and get some new to you equipment.
Hey, I like how you worded that. And the winter season is right around the corner. There's places like Loveland Ski Area that are estimated to open by the 29th of October. Arapahoe Basin estimated to open around the 22nd of October. Vail and Beaver Creek are looking at the 11th of November for Vail, the 23rd for Beaver Creek. You want this gear before those dates. And so this weekend, the first weekend of October, we are looking at today being the 1st and tomorrow being the 2nd. But we're looking at the Vail Ski and Snowboard Swap happens next weekend, 7, 8, and 9. So that is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. I thank you very much, Mark. We'll be talking more about this swap here coming up. But first, let's get you right back into Beaver Creek. I'm sure you're wondering about it, and it's waiting for you. Trisha Swenson has Beaver Creek Wonder.
Here we are. We're in Snowed In. This is the 10-foot diameter snow globe, and it's part of Beaver Creek Wonder. And we're going to walk you around and show you these great art installations that are going to be year-round, winter and summer. They wanted them to be very interactive and very photo-worthy, Instagram-worthy. And the cool thing about this, it's a 10-foot diameter globe, and it's made out of 152 of these pieces of tempered glass. And then you can see a little bit of the design and the facets that look like snowflakes as well. And then if you come on inside, we have composite flooring, stainless steel globe, and look at the lighting. This is so cool to come in here at night. And check it out. The acoustics are absolutely perfect. This is Chips. It resembles a laundry truck, a mail truck, ice cream truck. What they plan to do with it is serve chocolate chip cookies out the window on both sides. Lining the truck, we've got these really cool acrylic pieces giving it this frosty look, and that carries over to the windows as well. But if you hop in, it's summertime. We've got the green grass, we've got the seats for you, and the paneling is pine beetle kill wood. I've seen keys in it, I've just never seen anyone drive it. This one is called Reflections, and for good reason. You can see reflection in any of the 26 skis that are located in the plaza. They're dug deep down into the plaza to keep these things upright. They're made of stainless steel and polished stainless steel. The highest one is 9 feet, and it spans 21 feet across the plaza. The frost flowers offer a little bit of shade during the day, but at night they are lit up by colorful LED lights. This is such a cool thing to look at. The petals are reminiscent of snowflakes and the biology of flowers. These are made of stainless steel and aluminum. The tallest one is 27 feet high and weighs 2,600 pounds. This piece of art is called Super G, and it pays homage to the Super G and downhill races that we have every year on the Birds of Prey. But this is a huge goggle. It is 7 feet wide by 8 feet tall. We've got an acrylic lens that changes colors with LED lighting once the sun goes down. And then the rest of the frame and the strap is made out of aluminum and carbon fiber.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, The style to make you stand out. The looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, we take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate, and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
Oh, that time lapse, so magical. This time of year is what I'm definitely pointing out that you're noticing too. That was a real time lapse from the last 24-hour window. We'll have a fresh one for you tomorrow morning on the show. Maybe more snow will happen to stack on top of the dusting that we received last night into this morning's start of your October. Now, let's look at what they say. Look at noticing these temperatures. Winter is the reason why we came here. Summer is the reason why we stayed here. And fall is for leaf peeping, and that's why some other people come here too. But they leave before winter. The snowbirds kind of get out of here a little bit, but they get here and stick around for these fall colors. But are they here for the temperature? Notice this one right here. In fields to mid-30s in the sun at Vail. This morning, it wasn't so much like that. It was more blue skies and sunnier, clearer skies over Vail coming in here this morning, whereas Avon, Beaver Creek, that cloud level was certainly in town, shrouding the buildings, calling for challenge visibility along I-70 through Avon into Dow Junction. But maybe that has lifted since, now that we've moved about an hour in since the last I saw those conditions. High temperatures today in the 50s, keeping showers in the forecast in that upper 90%. Overnight low temperatures, chilly, cold. Chili season. Yeah, it is. Michelada season as well. And I don't know, Chili Rilano season. What are you thinking about? And as we do this, look at the sunshine returns by the time Wednesday, but the temperature still holds in the 50s. That's where we are. But I'm looking forward to seeing what your summer rolls into fall looks like. I want to see what you found in your storage, unless you went shopping these next couple of days. Hopefully I can recognize you with that hood up and a scarf on, a beanie and gloves with those shorts and long socks pulled up to your knees. Let's go over to Mark right now. Mark, are you wearing shorts?
Hey, Ty.
With that, I mentioned it, fall. We put on all those warm layers, but still not ready to let go of summer. Still going to wear the shorts, though. Is that what you're doing?
Little bit chilly. They just started up Gondola 1 about 30 seconds ago, so I hope you can hear me over that noise. Beautiful snow on, wrong way, on Riva up there. Hopefully you guys can see that and the golden aspens. Just a gorgeous morning. People coming around, taking selfies and videos of all the beautiful nature out here. It's a great day, Ty.
It is a great day. Thank you very much, Mark. Those golden, those yellows back there behind you on those aspens, that gondola line. Lifts start to fly at 9:30, your final weekend to enjoy the gondola rides until Vail opens for winter. And again, that is estimated for the 11th of November. But what a lot of viewers want to do right now, Mark, and you might want to as well, I like how you phrased it, new to you, is to get over to the swap, the Vail Ski and Snowboard Swap, happening next weekend, October 7th, 8th, and 9th. That is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. To learn more, let's go with Trisha to a swap some time ago.
You're watching the Vail Dailies Off the Hill. I'm Trisha Swenson, and we're at the Dobson Ice Arena for the annual Ski and Snowboard Club Vail Swap. Joining me now, we have Eugenia Seifert. And Eugenia, this is 47 years strong. What a great tradition here in the Vail Valley.
It's definitely a symbol that starts the ski season.
It definitely does. So if you're looking for gear, they're going to have it, and you're busy loading everything in. It's quite a team effort, and it's not just swap stuff that we have in our garages. You bring in a lot of vendors from around the state for this event.
Yeah, we have lots of box trucks outside unloading. We've got a few guys in from Idaho, California, Arizona, so not just the state, but definitely the western side of the country.
And when you take a look at some of the equipment that's available, here we go. We've got a lot of great items, some of the helmets, and these are brand new. The tags are still on these.
Definitely.
Wonderful things like Gore-Tex and your Gordini gloves.
Yeah, and we've got some great little kid skis, all different sizes, so you can outfit your whole family.
Well, tell us how it works. So Friday kicks it off.
Yep, starts at 5 p.m. and the door entry fee is $15 from 5 to 7, and then 7 to 10 will be $10, and then Saturday free all day from 9 to 5, and Sunday 9 to 2.
Okay, and the money that's raised for this, it's a win-win, because if you bring in items, you get quite a bit of the profit, and then you guys take the other percent. Give us the breakdown on that.
So you get 70% of your selling price, and the rest goes to Ski and Snowboard Club Vail, which helps provide accessibility to many kids as possible here in the Vail Valley.
Yeah, definitely. It's all for the kids. Now, if you are coming in and maybe trying to learn a new sport, maybe you're taking up snowboarding or telemark skiing, what if you don't know a lot about the equipment?
We've got a lot of experts on hand, people that are here from companies or also volunteers that are definitely know a lot what's going on.
Okay, well, from outerwear, base layers, all the accessories, you're going to find it at the swap. And if we want some more information, where can we go?
To vailskiswap.com.
All right, 47th annual. Come on down to Dobson Ice Rink.
I'm about to create a list, maybe for you, as far as snowboard gear, winter gear, ski gear from that swap. And to remind everyone, and you want to get tickets for this event, this is October 7th, 8th, and 9th. Friday begins a 3 to 9 of that event, next Friday, if you're jotting this down. And Saturday is a 10 to 6, Sunday 11 to 3, and that's a good window to haggle what's left on the floor. But the tickets are available at Vail Ski Swap 2022. .eventbrite.com if you want to check that out. And there's also public check-in detail available at the vailskiswap.com website. And again, there, like Trisha shared with you, you can find skis, snowboards, goggles, helmets, accessories, snow apparel, winter clothing. That list goes on and on. And I was just telling Rachel that I'm also a fan of just grabbing lunch while I'm there and just running into friends and people that we know that come back every year for the swap. And for me, it's a meet and greet all over again. We'll be right back.
Your most important shot is the one you were about to hit. The Pro V1 and Pro V1X. Always bring your best.
Hi everybody, I'm Chris Davenport, host of the award-winning TV show Dispatches, only on Outside TV. We have a brand new season where we take you climbing in the Himalaya, deep sea diving in South Korea, base jumping in Moab, Utah, and mountain biking all over the place. For more information on these stories and showtimes, go to OutsideTV.com. We'll see you out there.
At FootJoy, we have this theory. For something to be truly innovative, to be truly groundbreaking, it has to be unexpected. Full of raw potential. Not marginally better than what already exists. It has to be so impressive that no one else can compete. Yeah, we like that theory. We use it to push ourselves, to push our game, so that you can keep pushing yours.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said you need an art degree, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
All right, welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Thanks for tuning in with us. We're wrapping up our season. If you want to kind of take note of this, tomorrow is the last of our summer season, and then we'll take a 1-month break and work on some technical stuff, do some interviewing, hiring, looking for show hosts. Maybe you're one of those that would like to join the cast and crew of Vail Valley Live, content creators out there, people on the production side, audio engineers, graphics. Yeah, we look forward to meeting you. We look forward to meeting you anyway, anywhere. You see where we hang out. You watch the show, right? All right, speaking of hanging out, Beaver Creek's got stuff going on, but let's hang out with Mark on this one a little bit. And he's out at Vail, but Mark, do you ever spend any time in Beaver Creek? And if so, you ever catch any shows?
Oh, sure. Vail Performing Arts Center has an outstanding lineup. They have comedy, which is near and dear to my heart, but they also have all kinds of dancing and live music. They have a great series on Thursday nights where you can buy like a 6-pack of tickets and you get a free drink when you go in. Clarify that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful, really stunning stage and theater.
And so right there we see Susto takes the stage tomorrow, 7 p.m. at the Vail Performing Arts Center in Beaver Creek. Tickets are available. General admission, $28. If you're looking for live music and you got it in you to still stay out there dancing the night away and then taking in the sounds, then you can catch Susto over in Beaver Creek. This is his favorite
Nice.
openers for the Lumineers, Bands of Horses, The Head of the Heart. Susto, a name that is well traveled and well seasoned among other popular names.
Looks like he's frozen.
All right, so.
The pastry chef.
All right, so speaking of frozen, how about desserts? And how do you like your desserts? Are you more on the ice cream side, the cake side, the pastry side? And do you know where to look for said delights? How about making our way over the Four Seasons right now and meeting a pastry chef?
Oh, you know what, Ty? It looks like that video is not with us right now. Can we go to a break and then do the pastry chef?
I still want some pastries though. We'll be right back.
The whole concept from the beginning was just such a far-fetched idea.
Like the first monkey shot into space.
This is not like any climbing I have ever done. What a weirdo.
I'd say this environment is inhospitable to life.
There's something different about the Arctic, just being above the tree line and seeing the raw land.
Wilderness is a great teacher. The land is powerful, humbling, yet fair, generous, and kind.
Before, I was just like, I'm punk rock, I'm just gonna go crazy. It comes to a point when it's not sustainable.
Just felt like I was dying.
Anybody can do it if you want to. You have to decide, and if it's what you want, then you do it. And if you want it bad enough, you make it happen.
Home to the
This is going to be the most insane year of our lives. I'm ready to open the throttle and just go full on.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
I'm not quite so sure if they know exactly what's about to come, but it's about to get real.
So what the f am I doing here?
My name's Braden. I'm the pastry chef here at Four Seasons Vail. So I got into pastry because my dad loved to cook, and I have 3 brothers, so I knew that dessert was always a thing. So instead of learning how to cook, I always taught myself how to bake. And then I found out that I kind of have a big passion for it. My favorite recipes that I make is a buttermilk pie. It's a big southern dish. A lot of people are skeptical about it when they hear about it. My Meemaw made it for me growing up, and every time we'd go visit, she had it ready. And so I found the recipe, and back in the day it was 2 red scoops of this. And so I had to kind of tweak it and play with that recipe myself, and I ended up perfecting it. I think that's really beautiful about it, is just finding that perfect recipe and really seeing it come to life. My creative process is different day to day. As I've learned from being a cook to being a chef, it takes a team to kind of lock in something that you're proud of, and we develop a dish, we all taste it, we see what we could tweak, what we think would work better. Just seeing the full final dish come to life is what makes it all worth it. As a pastry chef, I think a big thing is being detail-oriented. A lot of people call pastry chefs perfectionists, and I think that goes back to the science of everything. It is time management, patience, learning how to balance a lot of things at the same time. Things are always changing in the culinary world, so you try to stay hip with the times. I ended up in Vail because the Four Seasons as a corporation gives you the opportunity to travel around the world. My first impressions getting into Vail, I was speechless. And just coming over the pass and then driving down into the valley, there's not many places like it. But I think that's what draws a lot of people in, and when you find a place like that, you don't want to take it for granted. Having the team that we have here at the Four Seasons, we're all kind of one big family, so we take care of each other. If someone gets homesick, you know, we're always there. I feel like if you don't chase your dreams, are you really living? I've been in positions where I was comfortable, but it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted a challenge. I wanted to push myself. You know, so many times you don't want to risk, but the risk is what makes the reward so much sweeter. Pun intended.
Oh yeah, the pastry looks really good. I'm a fan of the first one that I saw her make. What was her name again, the chef over there?
Her name is Braden.
Braden, pastry chef Braden. The one that looked like a cheesecake with those little sugar things that she knifed into there and some raspberry drizzle. That's my description on there. Pastries, delicious stuff. And families love pastries too. Let's bring Mark in right now. And families love pumpkin patches. Mark, let's see where Mark is. Where are you now, Mark?
I'm right in this little alley by the Wall Street building by Two Arrows Coffee, and Vendetta's is right behind the camera view right here.
That's a nice little shopping area to enjoy right through there. And it looks like it's got like a small town feel, a lot like Gypsum and Eagle. How often do you make it down valley to places like Eagle?
You know, in Eagle, good segue, October 26th, I'm running a comedy show there with Joe Zimmerman, who performed at Ford Amphitheater. You can get more info at vailcomedyshow.com. I love going to Moe's Barbecue. Real theme today on the barbecue. I think I'm hungry, Ty.
Oh yeah, I'm a fan of Moe's Barbecue. I'm a fan of comedy too. So what's the website for this comedy? Really quick, maybe Rachel can populate that really quick.
Yeah, Vail, V as in Vail, V as in Vail, V as in Victor, VailComedyShow.com. We'll have tickets to all our upcoming shows, but one of them is the October 26th show. It's the first time we're trying a show in Eagle, Colorado. We get a lot of Eagle residents who drive down to the Vail Village for our regular monthly shows. And there's the October 20th show, which is our next show. Bridge Street Bar, which is our normal venue, is under construction. So this one's going to be at the Christiania Lodge right around the corner, right at the base of Gondola 1 in Sarah's Lounge. It's a really neat space. And October 26th, like I said, Joe Zimmerman from Late Night TV, and he performed at the Ford Amphitheater for 2,500 people back in August. He's hilarious. He's going to be going from there to headlining Comedy Works in downtown Denver and recording an album. There you go. There you see Joe. It's going to be an awesome show. It's going to be really fun, and the tickets are moving really fast. I'm impressed with how Eagle's coming out for that show.
You know, when you think comedy and comedy clubs, you somehow, and you could just mention it to the listener, we just already start laughing. That's the anticipation when it comes to going to a comedy show. We are ready to laugh. But this time of year, families are ready to get outside and do family things. And happening on the 9th, there's a pumpkin patch happening down at Eagle Ranch. And we know what that entails. Looking for pumpkins is my guess. If you've never done one before.
Yeah, and they're going to have some big pumpkins there. That's exciting. Some really large pumpkins, which is fun. And whenever I go pumpkin hunting, as I like to call it, you got
pumpkin hunting.
You got pumpkin hunting. It's a very gentle kind of hunting. I love some hot chocolate, some hot apple cider, maybe some donuts. Just real good fall drinks and snacks.
Pumpkin hunting. And that's okay to say. Pumpkin hunting is okay.
That's cool.
Leaf peeping does not sound okay to say. But what they're saying about this event on the 9th there, Mark, it seems like it's an all-day event. On the 9th of October, from 10 until 4 o'clock, it says, find the perfect pumpkin in the Eagle Ranch Pumpkin Patch with over 400 giant pumpkins there. Plenty for everyone. Bring the whole family.
That's incredible. And then you can carve those pumpkins.
Mm-hmm. Right there, it says perfect for only $5 is your entry there to start looking for pumpkins. $5. You can enjoy pony rides, live music, pottery classes, face painting, kids activities, and there's going to be catered food by the Dusty Boot. Bring the family, bring the camera, and plan on making it a day of event. And it's all taking place at the Brush Creek Park in Eagle Ranch. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, speaking of Eagle Ranch, thank you very much, Mark. We're going to keep you down in the Eagle, but we're going to get you inside of Eagle's library with Kate.
Hello. I'm here with Tegan at the Eagle Valley Library. What is it, the Eagle Valley? It's just the Eagle Library.
So this is the Eagle Public Library, but we're part of the Eagle Valley Library District.
There we go. And today Tegan is going to talk to us about their awesome after-school programs.
Yes, we have amazing after-school programs. So again, all 3 libraries, Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum, have an after-school program. So elementary school students can come to the library and we engage them in all sorts of arts, crafts, sciences, STEM kits. So we allow them to come and play and just have a good time at the library.
That's so cool. Again, I just really love this library. The more I find out about you guys, the more I'm like, oh my God, this is such an awesome resource for our valley. Okay, so you have a couple little kits over here.
I have some. So these are STEM kits. So this is what you can actually check out from the library with the library card. Okay. But this is also some samplings of things that we would do in after school. So these are Keva planks, and these are just made to build and create, and you can build towers or little circular objects, whatever kids want to do with them. And so again, we attach a book with it so you can learn more about building and construction and engineering and design. And then this is our Code Mouse, and so it's all about learning how to code. So you fill out this track and then you can code the mouse to eventually get to the cheese. So you can have it turn and kind of go through a maze, but again the kids are learning about coding.
That's so cool. And for what ages are these programs for?
So our after school programs are for elementary school students, so K through 5th. Okay. We have teen programs as well, so don't worry teens, we got you covered. And then we have a combined program called Reading Buddies, which has the high school students reading to early elementary school students to work on reading comprehension.
Oh, wow.
And the little buddies love that because it's not an adult, it's not their teacher, it's kind of like this older peer, very cool. So,
Yeah.
the buddies just, they pair up and they do a wonderful job, and we do that about 3 times a year. And then we also have so again, in order to check this out, you need a library card, but we've partnered with the Eagle County School District. So if students are a part of the Eagle County School District, their student ID, so their S number, is a library card.
Oh, wow.
So they can use their S number and check out all this fun stuff.
So just basically as easy as it comes.
Trying to make it that way.
That's awesome. And something really cool about the Reading Buddies is like it's a volunteer program, right?
It is a volunteer program.
So for high school students who are thinking about college, I bet that looks really good on the application.
It does, and you can knock out those volunteer hours if you need them for graduation, or also for when you're applying for college. You learn, the teens learn some mentorship skills as well as some leadership skills.
That's so cool. And what days of the weeks are the after school programs?
So we start off at the Eagle Library at What's Up Wednesdays, then Avon Public Library, which is Thumbs Up Thursdays, and then the Gypsum Public Library, which is Friday Fun Club.
Awesome. I just love how creative they are. You guys really do have something for everybody, and you make it so fun and like so accessible for everybody.
Thank you. We do try it. And this is, yes, for students and kids, but we don't want to leave the teachers out. So we do have our teacher cards. So this is just a bookmark so that hopefully they come up and they remember that they can get a teacher card at the library. And what that allows them to do is kind of enhance their classroom. So if they need more materials, they can put more books on hold with a teacher card. They don't have any fines because it is for classroom use, and so that the teachers can help the students in their learning as well. And if they don't have access, we want to make sure that we could provide them with that access.
And they can check out the books for a lot longer, right?
Yes, they can.
Same thing with the student cards. Like, there's no fines to it. You can check them out for a little longer.
Yep.
Nice.
So again, trying to enhance learning and hopefully make it fun when they're at the library.
Awesome. Make sure you stop by the library. It is, I gotta say, one of the coolest places in town.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Tegan.
Thank you.
All right, so those are some ideas to get you through the day. Now it's your turn to get outside and find the adventures that are waiting for you up and down the Vail Valley. We're going to check in with Mark right now. Mark, we got like 60 seconds on the clock. What are you going to do today? Leaf peeping or
buddy,
pumpkin hunting?
It's going to be a great day. Look, I found the sunshine tie. It's a nice, beautiful day. I think I'm going to, I don't know, I might head over to Minturn and check out that the Throwdown. 3 different stages. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just going to be a great day. Maybe go leaf peeping. You know, I'm going to think the whole way. I'm going to think about what's a new word for leaf peeping.
All right, well, we'll pick this conversation up. There's always tomorrow. Then we're wrapping up our season number 3 of Vail Valley Live. But you enjoy the day, Mark, while you're out there. To the viewers, don't forget, this weekend is your last opportunity to get on the Vail gondolas for your scenic chairlift rides for the season. And after Sunday, you're going to have to wait until winter. But meanwhile, go on to Facebook, go on to YouTube, like and subscribe to the show, and hit share. And share this show with others. And that way we'll enjoy each other when we see each other again this winter. Until then, enjoy today.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
And we're out here
living it.
Living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30. 7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.